Okay, hey team. So, sorry about being cut off. My phone died, but we figured this would be the next best. So, we are going to continue where we left off. We left off at, let me see, asking loyal customers for referrals. So that should be a breeze for all of us, especially for keeping in contact with our loyal customers. So checking up on them, it doesn't have to be every day, but at least, once a week or once every other week, just to see how they're doing and whatnot. If they how they're enjoying their product, making sure that they have their before and after pictures. And so you could even refer to them, ask them like, hey, I'm loving your results and I wanted to know, do you know 3, 4 people that may be in need of this and that? Because if you do, I love to be able to gift you a skinny wrap. And like I mentioned earlier, with them being able to bring you a couple of referrals, that's where you can even offer them the opportunity of getting paid while using the products. So there's so much
Absolutely.
there's so much opportunity in following up with your loyal customers, because it's even been said distributors were former loyal customers. So keep that in mind. Like, that's key, that's golden. And so
Yes, and it's so important too to remember that, like, I mean, on these push times where we're pushing, or when your volume is just, 30 BV short, have you been consistent with following up with your loyal customers, even if they aren't ordering from you anymore, just to check in and say, hey, how's it going? Um, Even offering like the deals to them, or, okay, don't know if you know, but this new thing's going on. Make sure you're having conversation with them outside of just It Works products too, to see how their family's doing. Keep that communication, even if it's not time for them to order, if they're not ready to order right that month or whatever.
yeah.
Keep those bridges. Don't burn those bridges, because it may come down to crunch time where you can reach out to them and say, listen, I am so close to reaching my goal, and you have helped me so much along the way. I appreciate you so much. And I was just wondering if you would like to help me again, just reach this goal that I've been going for. Whether it be for referrals or just placing an order for something that they haven't used for a while, or whatever it be. Those could be so important just to get you over that little hump of that volume to get you to promote.
It really can. It really, really can. And here's another one that I think it's very, very important for all of us who are aiming to go Ruby and above. So post about the packs. Post about the packs and use the packs. The Target Trio, the Metabolic Burn, now the Fit Packs, the System. Talk about them. Tell the stories. Ask in your organization, who has taken the Target Trio, who's taken the Metabolic Burn, who's taken the System. The executive in my personal team, she's lost, I think, about 40 pounds on the System alone. And that's literally what helped her go executive. It was her story. Like, she was pretty much overweight. And so with her going executive, it's really because all she did was share about her journey. And mind you, she wasn't even working the business as consistent. But people were noticing, what are you doing that you're losing so much weight? Oh, it just so happens I'm selling these products on the side, just to make a little bit of money. And she wasn't pitching the loyal customer program to them. They were the ones who were like, well, can I get in on it with you? So it's so important. Your story can sign up those loyal customers that you've been following for so long. But don't expect a harvest if you're not planting. Like, don't expect it. Don't expect it. Don't expect it. If you want results, you've got to put the work in it. Okay, guys. So post about the packs and use the packs. Go in your personal team and search for stories. Trust me, there are a lot of stories. You could even talk about, because remember, you don't want to go too far fetched. Um, when you're telling stories. talk about people's stories that are close to you, like Chris said in the live video, where you can go back with them and they can even comment on your post like, yeah, you know, I went through this, I did this. Have that sister, that sideline sister or sideline brother be like, yeah, this stuff really works. My health is completely different. My diabetes is gone. My arthritis pain is gone. I don't get any migraines anymore. So stories sell the products, results sell the products. Okay, and here's another one where we are really stepping it up, like literally taking charge. Because in case you guys didn't know, um, signing up as a distributor, you automatically become a leader, whether you like it or not. So guess what? It's time to set up those mock calls. It could be for a party pack presentation. It could be just for potential distributor presentation, you know, those type of mock calls. Okay, if you don't know what a mock call is, we will be setting one up where we will be sharing exactly what it is. Okay, so be prepared to set up those mock calls. How do you set up the mock calls? Very easy. There was this girl that I was contacting yesterday during our power hour on Instagram, and so I gave her my number, because I know we grew up together. She's a couple years younger than me. We went to an old church together, and so I hit her up. I know that she has a baby. She's married, and I'm like, hey, Val, this was after she called me. I've been trying so much to get you on the phone because there's something that I've been wanting and dying to share with you. I would love for you to be part of this dream team that I'm building for 2018. It's all about meeting your weight loss goals, health goals, and even a financial goal. Okay, and the way that I am setting this up is I am going to be personally training and teaching anyone who's interested in making $300 to $500 a month, and I'll be teaching them how to do it within the next 90 days. Is this something that can benefit you and your family? You don't have to vomit too much information. That's why it's important. Get out of their inbox, get out of their DM, get them on the phone. Okay, and it honestly, that was about like a 2-3 minute call, and I just simply said, okay, so I'm going to be setting up the webinar for you. I'll be sending you the link Monday or Tuesday so that we can do it either Thursday or Friday. And the only information I told her, so it wouldn't be a surprise to her, was it's a $99 starting fee that I will teach you how to quickly make that back. And let's say that you don't have the money right now. Guess what? I'm pretty sure you have 4 friends that will help you, support you, and making a collection fee for you to start this.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So it's that simple. It's not rocket science. It's all about passion. It's all about getting it done. Anything you want to share, Chris? I got you.
No, I completely agree with everything you just said. Yes, I never shared this with you guys. I'm gonna take a really quick second to share it with you guys. This was probably, 4 or 5 weeks ago. I went to Aldi's. If you don't know what that is, it's like a discounted food store. But I don't know if everybody has them or not. So, but I love this store. They have great organic food. Anyways, regardless, that's not even the point. I was in the checkout lane. I had the kids with me, but I have this cute little backpack here, okay? And I actually took this off because I didn't want it touching the gross floor when I was in the hospital. But I have laminated a Blitz card, and I keep it right here. So when I wear it, I keep diapers, my wallet, I keep my little to-do list folder right here with my dry erase marker, because when you put a screen protector or a sheet protector, you can mark on it and check your list off, everything okay. I've got my list and everything in there, and I keep that in there too. So if I take the kids to the park, I can pop that out and know exactly where I left off. But anyways, I had this on here and I forgot I was wearing it. And I was unloading the cart, and the girl who was ringing me up, she goes, "Oh, you're one of those." And I turned around and I didn't know what she was talking about. I said, "I'm sorry." And she goes, "You sell the wraps." And I said, "I do." And I said, "So you've heard of us then, I guess. I hope it was a great experience for you. I love this company. And she said, girl, don't try to sell me anything. Two of my friends have already sold me stuff. One girl already set me up in her customer program. And uh, I said, well, then I'm not going to sell you anything. And she laughed and we laughed about it. And so she's ringing me up and I said, let me ask you something. She said, okay, because I mean, she's working at Aldi's, which I mean, they pay really well. They have great insurance. It's a great company. But I said, can't, do you ever feel like you could just use an extra couple $100 a month? And she's like, oh, well, girl, of course. And she goes, why? And I said, well, have you ever thought about joining your friend? Now, I knew that this could lead to someone else getting a distributor. I don't care because if this opportunity helps somebody, whether it be on my team or not, I'm going to share. One team, one mission, right? So I'm talking to her. And I just had it on my heart, like, keep talking to her about this. And she goes, I just don't want to spend the money to sign up for something that I'm not even 100% sure that I can do. And I said, that's valid. That's a completely valid, concern. I
Yeah.
said, well, I can't remember. I think there's people behind me in line. And so the conversation didn't really go further than that. And I went and I started bagging up my groceries. And I had a blank envelope in my backpack. And I'm like, you know what? God's laying on my heart that I need to just tell this girl something. So I literally wrote down my name and my phone number. I wrote down, ask your friend about pre-selling the wraps. If she cannot help you, here's my contact information. You would be amazing at this. And I signed my name and I went over to her really quickly as she was ringing someone else out. And I said, tell your friend about ask your friend about pre-selling the wraps. And I basically said exactly what I wrote down on the piece of paper. And she goes, what is your name? And I gave her my name. And she said, my friend's never even talked to me about doing this. And I said, well, if she can't help you with that, I would love to help you with that. Even if you sign with her, like, I was like, I don't even care, but I'd love to help you if you need help with that. And she's like, okay. Now, I haven't heard from her, but that's not the point. The point is that you have to talk to people about this, and you have to um just be, I don't even know what my point, why did I start talking about this? I don't remember.
It's setting up the mock calls. Just
Oh, setting up the mock calls. Yeah, but just getting face to face with those people and setting up times to like talk to those people, um guys, it's just so important.
it
It
is.
takes your relationship to a whole different place. There's a reason they tell us to blitz. Blitzing can be scary. A lot of the times do we carry our blitz cards with us? I know I do, but there's times where I leave the house and I don't. There's a reason they say blitz, wrap, repeat.
Yeah.
It's because blitzing, people get to know you face to face. That's the first way to build a first impression. It's hard to build first impressions online. Anyone can say, hey, Angie, hope you're having a great day. Have you ever, or what are your resolutions? Like, that's getting to know someone, but really taking the time to speak with them, so it's a game changer.
Definitely.
So I lost that thought. I don't know why. I guess that's why I was bringing up that story, but I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah. Let me see what's the next one. Party pad presentations. That's another one that's super, super important. And let me see, January 18th, the party is also, it's already set up for potential distributor exposure. So that's another thing that we're also going to be practicing. We'll probably just discuss both this, the mock calls and the potential distributor exposure party. We've got to come up with a name for that. Party pad. We'll discuss like how to do that. And guys, all we're trying to say right now is it's time to step up. It's time to show up, to go up. Okay, we're going to be talking numbers. And
Our days of posting the daily tasks, of doing all that, those are kind of done, you guys. What we've realized is that our tasks that we posted, those were great ideas. Okay. We all collectively came together as ideas for what our list should be. But we all work differently.
Yeah.
So where I might do things a little differently during the day, Angie might do something different. Kat might do something different. Parthenia, all of you might do something a little bit different. So because it's your business, we want you to run it that way. But now it's time, like Andy said, now it's time for the numbers. Now it's time to start seeing action. So getting caught up and making sure that like we're saying, okay, I finished my birthday post for the day. I finished this for the day. That should just be in our brains. That should literally just be second nature to us now.
Yes.
We shouldn't really, although yes, like awesome, yay, we got it done. Celebrate those little achievements, but we need to step it up a notch. We did the numbers. Remember, we should be getting 5 to 6 LCs if we want to go Ruby and we want that volume. 5 to 6 LCs a week. Okay? We have not had one post on our boom. Not from me, not from Ange, not from anybody. So no one signed anyone since we posted that boom. And we have to sit back and we have to go, hey, why? What is happening that we're not getting that done?
Yes.
It's not that we're not working. We all know we're working, but are we working as efficiently as we need to? I don't know. So we're taking a step back and going back to the accountability. We're going to start posting things like challenges to hold us accountable. Let's send this many messages today, or okay, guys, on your lunch break, I want you to go send 20 messages. We've had so many breakthrough ideas that are going to help us with closing these deals. Now, for me, and I'm just going to be completely honest, I've fallen behind a little bit, whether it be with interaction with people, with messaging, and it scared me. And when I start feeling overwhelmed, I start to shut down and not want to follow through and do things. So I had to kind of like really just sit there and go, okay, I need to regroup and I need to reorganize what my priority lists are. And one thing that I don't make a priority is messaging. And so when I don't get through my list today, guess what's not getting done? My messaging. So messaging is key. So last night, is there anything you want to say before I move on to the messaging aspect of this?
Let me see. No, we can add the rest. I can add the rest after you share with that. Go right ahead.
Okay. So we printed our Facebook's list. We highlighted, and then we really didn't do a ton with this. Let me tell you why. Because we learned how to print our list alphabetically. This is gold, you guys. Printing it alphabetically is amazing. But I want to take a step back. I keep saying that. Let's take a step back because we keep getting ahead of ourselves with this one. I spoke to my upline yesterday, and she said, I know you're doing this push. And she said exactly what we've all been noticing. I know you're doing this push, but have you been signing people? And if not, why? Let's figure out why. And I told her, partially because I haven't been messaging like I need to. Sometimes I say you have to send 15 to 20 messages to get one yes. So if we need 5, okay, if we need 5 LCs a month, that's at least 100 messages at the minimum, okay, a week. Now, I want to do more than that, so that's just me. She asked me if I had been using what my team had set up with the highlighted friends list, and I said, I was a little bit, but then I felt like some people I just didn't have a strong enough relationship to go to them and ask them, like, why haven't you joined my team yet? Or whatever, because I shared those scripts with you. And so I think those scripts are gold, and I think still going to someone and saying, hey, I have a quick question for you, or hey, I have a favor to ask. And I know sometimes that script doesn't work for people. Use what works for you and be genuine. But she gave me some great tips. She said, Kristen, she assigned 2 people in the last week, loyals. She completed her steps to success in a span of 20 days or less than 20 days but it was part of the end of the month, part of the beginning of the month, so it like didn't necessarily complete that month. But she's already halfway through with her steps to success for this month by using the system.
Wow.
She said what she did was for people that she had fallen through the cracks, for people that she's interacted with but not a ton, she'll go to their page, she'll interact with them for a few posts, she'll like, comment. We all know that. We've all been doing that, or we should still be doing that. And then she'll send them a list instead of saying, hey, we've been friends for this long, why aren't you on my team? Or instead of sending them something that's like, it depends. Like if you want them on your team or you want them as an LC. If you want them as an LC, talk to them about, hey, I've got this deal. I just really want to know if you're interested. Or I was wondering if you'd be interested in a free product or trying some free product just by sharing what I do with some of your friends. Do you know anyone that is looking to grow their hair out? Switch up your wording. She said for DTs, instead of going to them and saying, we've been friends this long, why aren't you on my team yet? She'll go to them and she will say, hey, so-and-so, I've set so many goals for my year this year, and I love your profile. Every time I go to your profile, it's so uplifting. You're super genuine, and I just really think that you would be amazing at what I do. Would you be interested in getting on the phone or getting together and just kind of talking about how I can help you make an extra $300 to $500 a month? And she's like, when she uses that, that's the exact thing that she used where she signed 2 PDTs and one of them, or 2 DTs, and one of them was off of Instagram.
Wow.
She had never spoken to the girl before. She had never even commented or liked any of her posts before.
Wow.
So she's like, don't let the fact that you may or may not have built enough of a relationship hold you back, because you can switch your wording around to still cater to them and what their needs might be.
Exactly.
So I'm really going to be focusing on this list today and doing that suggestion, because if it worked for that one girl who she got over $1,000 in Christmas cash,
Yep.
and it's working for my upline who's she's been shooting for ambassador for like a year, and she is rocking it. And then my upline, who you guys know, we've talked about her before. She's, she didn't get the diamond on her own. I'm not gonna throw her under the bus, but she didn't get the diamond on her own, okay? But now she's completing, just using the system, completing her steps to success, which she wasn't able to do. She's got 2 kids. She's a stay-at-home mom, and she's 4 months pregnant. So if she can do it, we can do it.
Yes, that is exactly right.
And she said, don't focus on a number either. She's realized that not focusing on a number of messages she's sending each day and just focusing on the pages she's getting complete has helped her.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like a race against time, because there's no numbers on this friends list. It's just names. And as you're going through those names and you knock out those lists and you start getting that sense of accomplishment and those endorphins start getting released in your brain, you're like, okay, I finished 1 page. I wonder how far I can get through the second page. Okay, that went quicker than I thought it would. Maybe I'll try a 3rd page. It's all a mind game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's see. Okay, so Saturday nights we are going to be.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll pick up. Saturday nights, we are going to be talking about setting our goals for the week. Instead of doing regroup Zooms on Monday, Saturday nights we will be setting our goals for the week. How many times do you want to complete your steps to success? How many LCs are you wanting to find? Make sure that every week you're going through your numbers so that you know, like, okay, I am this many points away from being in the 400 club. I am this many points away from helping this distributor become qualified. Know your numbers. And then the following Saturday, what we'll do is we'll go over, did you get that done? If not, why? if there was something that held you back. This is where we're really going to be able to find solutions to our problems, grow, and keep getting better and better and better. And then setting our goals for the following week, and so on and so forth.
Yes, I'm sorry, the baby.
You're fine.
Okay. What was it that I was? So yeah, did you go over quickly about the sharing the goals on Saturday nights? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. And the reason why too we want to do that is we've got to talk numbers, you know.
I said, yeah, I shared that too. But yeah, say what you have to say.
And the reason for us to want to do it that way is because we can even share.
We can share. I think where she's going is we can share our successes and what's working. Is that where you were going? Okay.
And help each other out. That's really what it comes down to, you know, because a lot of times, especially if you go to the Ruby Bound page right now, we have these amazing tons of scripts, which is great. But guys, you don't need to use all of them. Use one that personalizes who you are, and then depending on how the person interacts with you, just talk to them. You know, at this point, it's common sense. It's human interaction, okay? And if it's better for you, if you're stuck with how to message them, so get them on the phone. It's so much easier that way.
Or reach out to us. If you're stuck with them, reach out to us. Not just like the whole team. Reach out to Ruby Bound.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for, to help each other get to Ruby.
Yes. And for those of you who saw the post that I put yesterday on Ashley Sinclair, amazing story how she went Ambassador Diamond. And we are aiming to go Ruby. So the point that I'm trying to make now is, imagine when we are trying to go Ambassador Diamond. If we don't aim to go Ruby now, we will never get to Ambassador Diamond. So we've discussed, Gigi has done a great live video that you can go back to and just refresh your memory on the breakdown on how to build the Ruby volume for January. And so it's important because you want to have the mentality like, okay, how can I go Ruby and get an active downline to place their auto ship and get them to executive? Okay, this is a one team, one mission. If we aim to bringing our numbers up when it comes to messaging, I've seen it happen. You may be aiming for Ruby, but guess what? You might even end up going Emerald. And then all of a sudden, you'll just notice that you have 2 rubies. That can definitely happen.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
Yeah, it won't happen if you message comfortably. You know, if you message whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
You know, it won't happen if you aim to stay at that mentality. And so
and you guys, and we've realized how, you know, we spent so much time before the new year making sure we knew exactly what our whys were, and realizing how important it is that we realize that we are consistent weekly with updating exactly what our numbers are. How can you know where you're going without knowing where you're at?
Exactly. That's very important. So what we basically want the team to understand is we're going to be talking numbers. We're going to be continuing with these daily challenges. Okay, so I will be basically saying the first challenge of the day here. Okay, but before I announce that, I just want you guys to realize the first week of January, like Chris briefly mentioned, we were all supposed to sign 5 to 6 loyal customers because we have the end goal for the month of January to sign 21 loyal customers. Now the number doubled. So now by next week, we have to sign at least 11 to 12 loyal customers. Please, please don't get overwhelmed at the number because, you know, this team is not, we have no newbies here. So it's going to be just said blunt. if we all would have signed those 5 to 6 loyal customers last week, we wouldn't have to be aiming or shooting for 11 to 12. But it is what it is. This is what we got to do. So guess what? If it takes you to message for an intentional hour, plug in your headphones, put some music on, whatever you have to do. Get up earlier when your kids are asleep. You get up earlier. When your kids go to sleep, you stay up a little later, and have those intentional power hours where you message people. Okay,
Yes.
guys, you have to,
Shoot for the nose. Go for the nose. It was said, and I loved it. It was said, if I could look you in the eyes right now and I could tell you that you would make $10,000 a month just by messaging 2,000 people, would you go out and say, done, I got this? Absolutely, you would. Absolutely. So if I look you in the face and I say, if you go out and message 500 people, you can be making $300 by the end of this month. Is that worth it to you?
Heck yeah. I could do a lot with that money. And that's basically what Mark Pentecost is offering us.
Right.
That's basically it. Okay, and we're going to be talking numbers. Why? Because this is a numbers game. Okay, we are a push group, but guess what, guys? We are an accountability group first. So for the challenges of the day, the challenges of the day will be put up most likely in the morning, so that we have the entire day to do it. Now, I will be very careful, just because it's expected to have your goals to be done by the end of the day. That doesn't mean that you leave it literally for like last minute and have to ramage and message all these people, and not be intentional in what you're messaging. No, take time and set up your power hour. If that's in the morning and you got to get up an hour or two before your family gets up, then do it. Okay, because we're not I think Chris, you said this like a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure it was you. Don't rush through messaging. Be kind. All right, guys, offer them these opportunities, because there are people who are stressing so much that their hair is falling out. Okay, there are some people that are just so badly depressed because they're overweight and they've tried all these diets, but they can't figure out how to, get over that weight plateau. And we've got the solution. Okay, all it takes for us is to just message them, is to just say, hey, do you have like any New Year's resolutions? Here are mine. I built so many relationships just in the course of like 2 hours last night. My numbers may seem crazy to you, but it can inspire you or it can scare you. That's just what's gonna happen. I messaged on Instagram last night. I think I said about 476 people. I woke up this morning to about 50 something messages. And even with about 20 of them, we were talking New Year's resolution. Boom. Those are potentials right there.
I don't think coffee will get you as excited as waking up to 50 something messages.
No. I literally opened my eyes 11:30 my time, and I'm literally laying down, smiling, looking at the ruby sticker, the diamond sticker that I have across the bed for me, and I'm just like, man, God, I could post about this. Ooh, that would be a good idea. I can't wait to post about that, because that's going to really cause really great interaction.
Right.
If you don't motivate yourself, don't expect anyone in this group to motivate you, because guess what? Are you hungry? Do you want Ruby? Do you want to retire yourself so that you can retire your husband? If you don't want it, no one else is going to want it for you. If you did not print out those 50 reasons, just you're behind. You're so behind. If you still don't know how to interact with people on Facebook or Instagram, then you've lost the whole reason for this push. Okay, we are an accountability first in this group, and then we're a push group. So expect to be called out when we see that you are not commenting on the challenges of the day. We're not going to put you on blast in the group chat, no. But
No.
one of us will simply inbox you like, hey, so what's going on? You've been pretty absent. You've been checking in like literally last minute of the day and asking like, hey, what did I miss? we're not going to be filling in nobody. You better go back, check out these videos. You don't have to scroll back in the group chat. No, but guess what? Be informed of what's going on in the group. All right? Don't be comfortable. Like, seriously, get uncomfortable, ruffle your feathers. You have to push. Like, I think 100 messages a day, like, we should be past that point. Our numbers need to go up. I still can't believe that I messaged 400 and something people. I'm counting, and my voice was literally getting higher and higher. And I'm like, am I really messaging these many people? You know, and on New Year's, I finished 2017 messaging over 150 people. I figured, okay, maybe I'll make it to like 170. I like almost tripled that. But guys, no, how many can you aim for? And it's like Chris said, like, okay, if you messaged 100 people, let me see if I could do 50 more.
Yes.
Make it competitive.
Compete with yourself.
Yeah, make it fun. It's not boring. It's not boring. If you feel like it's a chore, then you need to stop and ask God, like, God, it's because of it works. This isn't a chore. This is
How are you talking about it? Is it I have to go message 300 people today, or I get to message 300 people today? One of the most powerful things that is always in my brain is, and I learned it when I was meeting with my life coach, and we were talking about, like, I just don't know what my purpose is. I know that I'm meant to help people. I know that I'm meant to build people up because that's something I have a passion for. But I just don't know what the vessel is for that. I feel like this company has been that for me. And one of the most powerful things he ever said to me was, and this was before this company, well, then why aren't you sharing with people? Well, because I feel like maybe I'm just not worth being heard, or they just won't understand and they'll think I'm a little crazy and whatever. And he said, you're probably right. They could think that about you. But I want you to think about this every time you go to stop yourself, every time you second guess and doubt yourself. I want you to say to yourself, who am I robbing by not sharing this?
Yeah.
Who am I missing? Like, if you go and you go out to eat and your waitress is amazing and you don't offer her this opportunity, where would she be in 5 years from now if no one ever offered her this opportunity? And this could have been something that kept her from losing her home or her car, or having to go on government assistance, or getting just drowned in student loan debt. You don't know what this could be to other people. Do not prejudge, and just like all of our leaders say, get over yourself. It is not about you.
Yep.
And the second that you realize that it's not about you, yes, we need to know our numbers, but I want to know my DT's numbers just as much as I want to know mine, because I want to make sure that they never have to scrape pennies together, just like I never want to scrape pennies together again.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, guys, we've got to show results, because we've passed the point. Yeah, this is an accountability group, but we started a 90-day push. What are the results? I mean, at this point, like, aren't you guys concerned? There are no numbers here. There are no results. Why is it that we are not signing? Are we stuck again in the training mode that we were just a couple weeks ago? We're on day 2 of the second 30-day push. Okay? And so if you guys want to take it up a notch, reach out to your downlines and see what is it that they may be having trouble with. Speak to them. Okay? Message 10 people on your chicken list, and just ask them if they'd be willing to post for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Schedule your post the night before so that you don't go a day without posting. And let me see, talk to your friends to join your team, and even offer them how to set, without them, they won't understand it, but offer them how to come up with those $100, aka a launch party, and host to post people. All right, if you could do 20 a day, the numbers will come in, and those will become referrals with potential distributors. Talk to your downline about their auto ship, even if it's just greens or hair, skin, and nails, something. It doesn't have to be complete ADBV, but just get them to do something. Okay? Voice note people, get them on the phone. If you guys need to listen to Eric Worre every single day while you are working your power hour, then so be it, because for me that totally works. Okay, guys? So you took them a bath? Okay, thank you. So okay, no, bring him in my room because it's too cold over here. And so that's pretty much it that we want to cover, guys. But just know that from now on, this is the second 30-day push. It's what's that? I'm not a football person. What is it, like the playoffs? Like, this is it. Okay.
Yes.
It's crunch time. We are going to be talking so much numbers on Saturday nights. If and this is a fair warning, if you don't have any numbers to share, guess what? You're putting yourself on blast because you are not messaging people. Okay, so I suggest you start messaging people. Talk about your numbers. What numbers do you want to reach? What numbers are you currently on right now? Okay, talk about where you've been, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. How are you guys going to go Ruby? I already know how I'm going to go Ruby. Like, my list is set. But what are you guys going to do about it? Okay, at this point, no one's going to get removed from the push. We're in the second 30 days. That's not
this is about growth, and this is about going through, and because let's be honest, we've talked about so much, like everyone says too, like your business is 3 months behind you. So we started this push 30 days ago, but you guys, some of us were still working our business before we started this push. So there still should be some reaping of some harvest right now. Even though we've added a bunch of new people, those people will probably fall into place, come February. But there should be some sort of reaping going on now. With all of these new packs coming out and all these new opportunities, and just with resolutions, that's kind of setting us up to reap a harvest, even if we haven't put in a ton of work. That's why they say January to March to April, May, June, really the first 6 months of the year are so important to really run. That is when change happens.
Seriously important. I know my goal for Diamond, last year I said it, but it's like I tell my closest friends, like, okay, I saw the vision, but like this year, last year I saw the vision, but this year the vision caught me. I said last year, June, I'm gonna go Diamond. Oh baby, this June I'm gonna go Diamond. January I'm gonna go Ruby. How? I've already got that set. I know how I'm gonna go Ruby. And guess what, guys? If and when you guys go Ruby, guess what? You will be able to pop a few rubies in February. So if you don't go Ruby now, you're gonna be left behind. You'll go Ruby next month, but you'll be at a slower pace. Okay, so that's that. I need that to resonate with you guys. If you go Ruby January, you will be popping rubies in February, which means next month you're going to be going Emerald. By March, you can be Diamond. Okay? It's that simple. It's all a numbers game. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Yeah, you guys know it's steps to success. Stop trying to figure out which scripts is like magical. Girl, just talk. Just talk, just share, just spark up their excitement. Okay? But
there's no secret formula to be better at this than everybody else.
There isn't. It's all about sharing. It's all about giving people hope. And from like January,
following up.
Yeah, and it's income tax season. Get those people to sign up. All right, be picky with who you're signing up. 3 questions. Are you coachable? Are you motivated? And are you easily influenced by other people? If you get a no, if you get a yes in either of them, keep them as a loyal customer. Don't drag anyone to the finish line. I know that we are not dragging anyone to the finish line in this group, okay? You're either going to get overwhelmed and quit and stay with your personal group, your personal team, hey, each its own, or you're going to get so hungry and inspired, you're going to be like, I want more. I think we should be shooting for a higher number, okay? But that's basically what we wanted to share with you guys. Enough is enough. This is a push. And today's challenge, we're gonna share right here really quick, and it's also gonna be posted in the Ruby Bound page. Every single one of you, including us, needs to sign a loyal customer today. Follow up with the people that you invited on the FIB party. If you didn't invite anyone, guess what? We all got potentials. Follow up today, close those deals, push up those numbers on the people that you're messaging, and close the deal, seal the deal. Okay, guys, help someone out. Help someone out. We've got over 40 products. There's no reason why we're not sharing these benefits on these amazing products with someone.
Right.
People.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead. So that's pretty much what we are going to be setting out to do for this week. All right. Again, we're aiming for 11 to 12 loyal customers. So if you can shoot for 2, I'm gonna try to shoot 3 loyal customers today. So I'm gonna be messaging my butt off. Please don't get overwhelmed. Don't get scared or terrified about those numbers.
One step at a time. One message at a time.
Yeah.
But don't limit yourself.
Yeah, let's make it competitive. Okay, guys? If you want to make it like a game in the group chat, let's go for it. Like, hey, I'm messaging this many people. If you need help, that's what we're here for. All right? That's what we're here for. We're one team, one mission. Okay, guys? So I hope this helps. I hope you guys are getting fired up about this. And let's just take this to a whole nother level.
Hey, hey.
Okay, bye, guys.